Hi, we're here on board the Windy 29 Coho, one of the most successful models for us here in the UK. We're going to take you on a quick walk through the boat's key features. One of the really great features on this boat is the helm position. Everything's really ergonomic, the wheel's slightly offset to port so it feels better with your left hand, and then your right hand is ideally placed on the throttle so it's easy to handle the boat in big wave conditions. You've got engine instrumentation right in front of you where you need it. You've got space for a really good sized chart plotter, bow thruster, trim tabs, and as always Windy has a really good stainless handrail. Windy have really thought about the storage on this boat. You've got two big storage lockers on both the port and starboard side. There's a big central lazarette which actually has space for a deflated tender, and in the engine room you've got two good net lockers which are good for fenders, lines, etc. Windy offer a wide range of upholstery options. This boat has the Nyrox, which is a really great marine suede. It doesn't matter if you get it wet, it dries quickly, and if you get it covered in salt, you can just wipe it down. Back at the cockpit here, you've actually got a removable backrest. That means that you can actually push it all the way aft, which gives you a big aft sunbathing space. There's also the provision for a sun pad on the foredeck. Part of the DNA from Windy is always to have great engine access. On this boat you've got an electric engine hatch that easily lifts up, and on this boat you've got the Volvo D6400, which is the most popular choice for us. It offers you great low down acceleration from the supercharger. You're only using about 45 to 50 litres an hour at cruising speed, and you've got a top speed of about 45 knots. Windy always makes sure you've got good engine access. There's always plenty of space around the engine so that you can get in and you can do your checks and make sure everything's okay. It also actually saves you money because your engineer can get access more easily, taking less labour time. Windy have cleverly designed the cabin access. You've got standing headroom here at the hatch, you've got a comfortable double berth down below for two, and crucially a separate heads compartment. Here you've got diesel-fired hob. This means that you can boil a kettle at anchor without having to have shore power or gas. You've got plenty of space for your crockery, and also here you've got a handy 12-volt fridge built into the deck. One of the really great things about this boat is the canopy system, which really couldn't be easier. The bars simply hinge up into position and then actually tighten electronically. We can also offer quality bimini solution if you're going to take the boat to a hotter climate. To drop the bars back down, all you need to do is simply hinge everything back into position, then the engine bay closes and everything's away. Right, I've chucked the canopy up, which only took me about 4 or 5 minutes. As you can see now, the cockpit is properly protected with good headroom. You can use this canopy at speed, and actually there's an extra bit at the back which totally encloses the aft sun pad. We've got the table up, which comes as standard and is in a nice high gloss. And we can also look at options such as hot water, and we can also look at heating with an outlook both up here in the cockpit and down below. The key to the 29 Coho is really its ability on the water. It's a boat that's fun to drive, but it's a boat that will also look after you when it gets rough. She was reviewed by Motorboats Monthly as perhaps the best sub 30 foot driver's boat in the world. Here at Berthon, we also believe in the importance of a thorough handover, going through the boat, making sure you're comfortable with how to use it on the water and how everything works. This includes tuition on the actual handling, but also how to use the engine, what checks to do, and we also include things such as lines, fenders, shore power cables as standard. We also have a lot of clients who find it very reassuring to buy from Berthon. We've been working with Windy for over 20 years and are absolutely financially secure. Here in Lymington we have our own boatyard, marina and service facility, and also the service team here can support you no matter where you're looking at keeping your boat.